Hi Stampers, and welcome to the April Video Kit Club. I've got a fun special mini envelope scrapbook that we're going to do this week or this month. This is using the new Summer Swirl stamp set that is making its debut April 1st today. And it's just a fun set, and I've incorporated it with this mini scrapbook using 6 envelopes and this pretty patterned paper. And you would untie it and then open it up, and all 6 envelopes are attached together, and in the pockets of the envelopes is where you put your photos. And then we've embellished the scrapbook with the stamp set and with the papers that you'll get in your kit. So let's go ahead and get started. In your kit, like I said, you'll get 6 envelopes, and what you're going to do is attach the envelopes together by their flap. Here's some darker cardstock so you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so you're going to wet this flap, and then you're going to go ahead and lay your next envelope down on top of it and go ahead and press it. And you're going to attach all 6 envelopes in that manner. And then what you're going to do is take the double-sided tape. I'm using the 1/2" Terrific tape. And then you're going to lift up the flap and just put a strip of the tape down at the bottom of the flap so you can adhere the other side, because you want that flap securely secured there. Okay, so I've done 4 of them already. So I'm going to go ahead and attach these 2 together. All 6 of my cards or envelopes stuck together, and they're going to accordion fold to make your album. Okay? And then what you're going to do is flip it over, and we're going to adhere the patterned paper on the back side of your envelopes. And I've assembled it where I've alternated the patterns. And the other thing you want to remember is your waves. The waves go one direction, and you want the paper to lay opposite the top flap, so that when you fold it up, when you're done, your waves are in the right direction. So you're going to lay the patterned paper opposite. So if you're hanging it up from the top, you're going to put the patterned paper on upside down here. Okay? And what I'm doing is using the double-sided tape again. Okay, so it's upside down. I don't want to put it on my first one. I'm going to do that one yellow, so I'm going to adhere it on this second one. And then on this one, I'm going to adhere the yellow side. Okay, so you got all of your outside papers down and your envelopes all attached. And now you've received in your kit also 6 papers, little papers that are going to slide in the pockets, so it'll line the back side of your envelope. And again, you're going to put these on opposite as well. So my first one I'm going to put in is going to be the waves. I'm just going to slide it in there and stick it down, and then my next one will be yellow. And I'm just adhering tape to the top side, because as you slide it in, it's going to be difficult to get your adhesive, your strip in there if the adhesive is on the whole thing. So I found that just one strip works fine for that. Okay, so you've got the insides done there now. So when you fold it up, there's what you've got. Now on the other side up here, you received one that's a little bit larger than your pockets inside. And what you're going to do is adhere that here onto this flap. This is going to be for your front flap. And then what I did was I just turned it over and trimmed those 2 edges. Okay. And then you're going to go ahead and put this other piece of thin patterned paper over here. This is just to cover up the glue flap. And I'm just going to lick that or moisten it and stick that down, and then you can trim your edges. And then your eyelet is going to go right there in the middle. I'm using my crocodile. And you want the brad to show on the outside of the flap. Okay, so there's your brad. And now we're ready to decorate. And in your kit, you will receive the summer essentials. And you're only going to receive a sample pack of the embossing powders. It includes all 4 colors, the Firefly, the Hit the Beach, the Poolside, and the Americana. Or if you'd like to, you can go ahead and purchase the whole set at a discounted additional cost, and you'll receive the bottles of the embossing powder. But what you're going to do with this then is I took the Summer Essentials stamp set, and you'll receive 8 pieces of quarter cut cardstock, and you can stamp whatever images you'd like to out of the kit. I chose the 5 squares in the sun, and I stamped on my cardstock. And then what I did is I took the embossing powders and did a kind of a batiking technique. I took Hit the Beach and covered the bottom third of the stamps with the Hit the Beach, and then took the Poolside and did the second, or the middle section, the second third. Okay, And then for the top one, I took the firefly and covered the rest of the image with that. And if you're going to do it this way, I would suggest that you put the yellow on the firefly last, only because it can get contaminated with the blue and it turns out more green if you put the blue on after the yellow. So do your yellow last. Okay, and then you're going to go ahead and heat that. Okay, and then after you've got those heated, you're going to go ahead and cut them out. And I just used a paper cutter, or you can use your scissors, or they do fit in the Spellbinders squares if you have those. And then I just went ahead and I decorated the insides of the envelopes, and I just went ahead and adhered those down with the tape or the glue stick. And then go ahead and continue to decorate your scrapbook. And I'll show you my finished one again. I went ahead and put them on alternating corners of the envelopes. And then on my bottom one, I ended up stamping directly onto the envelope and using the Americana embossing powder and the verse. And then on the top flap, I also did the Sweet Summertime, stamped that, and used the Americana embossing powder as well on that. And then in your kit, again, you'll receive 8 of the quarter-size pieces of white cardstock. You can mount your pictures onto the white cardstock, and then you can journal on the back side of them. A couple techniques that you can incorporate on your photos. This is using a glue pen and the Fire Engine red glitter, and it just really makes the photo pop. Another technique you can do, I used the sentiment, and I stamped with Stays On directly onto the photo. And then down here on one more, I used the glue pen and just highlighted the water and the sand. I used waterfall glitter on the water and celestial on the sand. And hopefully the camera is picking that up. But it's just really neat techniques that you can do on your photos. So I hope you enjoy this month's video kit club. It's a little bit different with the scrapbook, but I really liked this idea. And then you can fold it up, you keep it yourself, or send it as a gift. And again, I embossed the sun on the front and cut that out, or embossed it on a white piece of paper and cut it out, and adhered that. And then on the back side, I did the Sweet Summertime again with the Americana. So have fun, enjoy, and I will see you again next month. Happy stamping!